Alright, this the brother CHAARAWTAZA. I got the brother Hamayan with me and the brother Adal Ahmad with me. We're gonna do a sit down on these Egyptian niggas once again. Alright. So give me Revelation chapter 11 and 8. First thing we're gonna start off saying is that these Egyptian niggas, they claim that the Bible is the white man's book, which is false. Even if the white man had it, it don't mean it's his book. But we're gonna just go on here, we're gonna show that the so-called white man is the one that came up with that Egyptology, or as if y'all want to call it Kemet, whatever y'all want to call it, but the so-called white man is the holder of all knowledge on this earth right now. All archaeological, all things, everything that's physical, you could go to a place and touch it, you could read it, the so-called white man is the possessor of it. Any carnal knowledge on this earth, the white man is the possessor of it. He possesses it. He went and dug it up and then gave it to the world. Alright, but the only thing that this white man doesn't possess is the spiritual knowledge of Yahshua, of YAHAWASHI. He does not possess the understanding to break down this Bible like we do. So that's why we can sit here and confidently say that this book that we call the Bible, alright, does not belong to the so-called white man. He's just been keeping it, holding it for us, for a time that the Most High people will wake up and need it. Now, as far as this Egypt shit go, the so-called white man possessed that knowledge, and as you see, he built his kingdom according to that knowledge, according to that wicked knowledge, because the so-called white man is wicked by nature. So, of course, he's going to go and get wicked knowledge and build up a kingdom based on that wicked knowledge. All right? So, let's go on and read Revelation chapter 11, verse 8.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city.
Right. Well, what is their dead bodies? Their dead bodies is talking about the Egyptians. All right, here it is, and their dead bodies. I'm sorry, not the Egyptians. The dead bodies are talking about you Israelites, or you Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics in America, because you're dead. If you don't know your nationality, then you're dead. If you don't know who your God is, then you're dead. Okay?
Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Right, the way of understanding, which is what? The scriptures. And even more so, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. The Most High said in the book of Deuteronomy that that would be our understanding in the sight of the nations. So if you wandered out of this way of being Israel, Yahshua, and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and believing in one God called Yahawah and his son Yahawashi, if you wandered out of them ways, then guess what? You're in the congregation of the dead. Alright? And you did. I go on and give me Baruch.
Just Baruch chapter 3 verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. Okay? Go ahead.
And of their children which have sinned before thee.
Right, because they wandered out of the way. They wandered out of the understanding of the scriptures. Well, at that time, what would be considered the scriptures? Alright, they wandered out of the way of the Most High. So then they became dead and went in captivity. Alright, so that's what that's talking about. Now go back to Revelations 11. So just so they understand that.
Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt.
Right, and that great city is America. Alright, it says it's spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. Now, if you're in America, you're a Negro in America, and you attach yourself to Egypt, why would you want to attach yourself to Egypt when the Most High said that this place would be spiritually called Sodom and Egypt? What happened in Egypt? Sodomy happened in Egypt too. So that's the point. We're going to deal with this Egypt today. So this place of Egypt right here in the scriptures is talking about America. So let's go over here. We're going to go to this site. We're going to deal with the Great Seal. We're going to start comparing Egypt and America. This is the Great Seal of America. And if you look on a dollar bill, the back of it, you'll see this seal. Alright, it says the pyramid on the reverse side of the U.S. seal. The pyramid was originally suggested by William Barton, the consultant and artist on the Third Great Seal Committee in May 1782. For the seal's reverse side, he suggested a pyramid of 13 strata, alright, and 13 is a number sacred to Egypt, but of 13 strata or steps. His sketch is shown here on the left. This is his sketch on the left, alright, from 1782, when they was trying to form America. Alright, this says Barton's sketch and his inspiration, the emblem on the $50 bill. Alright, and this is it right here. Pyramid. It says Barton was undoubtedly influenced by the pyramid on the $50 continental currency note on the right, designed in 1778 by Francis Hopkinson, the heraldry consultant and artist on the Second Great Seal Committee of 1780. For the final design of the reverse side of the Great Seal, Charles Thompson specified a pyramid unfinished and gave only a brief explanation of the symbolism, saying the pyramid signifies strength and duration, no doubt influenced by the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Note, the official description of the Great Seal does not specify the number of layers of stone in the pyramid, but it has been traditionally depicted with 13. The Great Seal has a reverse side because when it was adopted in 1782, pendant seals were in use, and they had two sides. So this is right here. This is a pyramid unfinished. All right. All right. It says the generation which commences a revolution rarely completes it. That's why they made it incomplete. American history is not something dead and over. It is always alive, always growing, always unfinished. The unfinished work of perfection, our union, fails to each of us. Okay, so that's that. Going to this book called The Introduction to African Civilization by John G. Jackson, which is one of their so-called teachers, them niggas in the Egyptology. So we're gonna go to page 94. All right, we're gonna deal with these women and how America is ran by women. It goes back to Egypt.
It says Diodorus Siculus, after reference to the matriarchal character of the Egyptian royal family, notes a similar state of affairs among the commoners. Among private citizens, says that historian, the husband by the terms of the marriage agreement appertains to the wife, and it is stipulated between them that the man shall obey the woman in all things.
Read that again, that last sentence.
It says, among private citizens, says that historian, the husband by the terms of the marriage agreement appertains to the wife, and it is stipulated between them that the man shall obey the woman in all things.
Right, so in America, they came with the feminist movement, and they put these women on top. That shows you that America is Egypt. This is what they did in Egypt. When a man got married in the contract, one of the stipulations was that the man had to obey the woman in all things that she told him. So in Egypt, the ruler of the house was the woman. That's why polite and these niggas is saying they worship the woman. They worship the woman. The black woman is God. Their black woman is their God. They're not fucking lying because they want to be Egyptians, which is confusion, man. But this is what the white man pushes in America, right? He got the women on top. The women get to choose the men. Men supposed to chase women. All right. Well, in our kingdom, as in the ancient way of Israel, the women chased the men. The men ruled the household. So this is where these niggas is getting this shit from. Now the white man adopted the same policy, that the women will be on top ruling over the men. And that goes back to slavery, going back to the Willie Lynch system. Now niggas talking about they against this Willie Lynch system, but the Willie Lynch system go way back to Egypt. As pertaining to the part of the woman ruling over the man and being over the man. But yeah, read that sentence and then keep going to the bottom.
Among private citizens, says that historian, The husband, by the terms of the marriage agreement, appertains to the wife, and it is stipulated between them that the man shall obey the woman in all things, cited by Dr. Robert Briffault in the book The Mothers, Volume 1 edition, page 279. Says, these customs seem strange to the Greeks, but they were normal features of African societies.
Right, so who the hell is who following that shit? So-called Africans or Hamites, man. Alright, but look, America follows that same custom. That's why women rule America. Alright, that's why women are so loud and clamorous in America. Women just get what they want. That's why a woman can slap you in your damn face, slap the shit out of you, and then you supposed to have some mercy on her and not do shit to her. Cause it goes back to Egypt. Alright? So now we're gonna go to page 91. Yeah, page 91. Yeah, so we're gonna go to page 91 because we did all the comparisons. Now we're gonna show how these niggas, these Egyptian niggas, Kemet niggas, how they hypocrites. Okay? And we're gonna show this video with Polite and SETI. But go ahead and read that. Wait, hold on, my bad. From right here to right here.
It says, there has been considerable controversy concerning the proper racial classification of the original founders of civilization. Some authorities regard them as dark whites of the Mediterranean branch of the Caucasoids. Others consider them Negroids, and still other experts assign them to an intermediate mixed brown race.
They said they consider them what? Dark what?
They considered them as dark whites of the Mediterranean branch of the Caucasoids.
They considered them to be dark whites. They talking about the Egyptians. They saying that the Egyptians were dark whites. Now hold on. So you telling me that you gonna tell me that the Bible is the white man book, but you're gonna tell me that Egyptology, that's not the white man shit? Why is it not the white man shit? Because you see some stones in Egypt, in Africa, and you say the white and you see the pyramids and shit, and you see all the glory of that shit, and now you forget all about the white man went and dug that shit up and translated it? Where do you think this Bible come from? You think the white man had the Bible the whole time? You think the Romans had the Bibles the whole time? No, they got the Bible from the prophets. That's why it's individual books that they put together, because they came from prophets that were black, dark people. Yeah, that's the end of that. Go to page 79. All right, let me see. Right here, just the highlighted part.
It says on page 78, introduction to African civilization. According to the late Professor Breasted, the Ethiopians, Egyptians, Sumerians, Dravidians, and Minoans.
Now he mentioned now our point today is talking about the Egyptians. He said the Egyptians. Now go ahead.
Were all members of great white race, but this propaganda is quite groundless.
Right. So regardless of what the book is saying, we're talking about this scholar, this so-called white scholar at the time. He said that the Egyptians were white. Now we know we're not saying that the Egyptians are white, because we know they wasn't white.
All right.
Just the same as we're not saying that the Israelites were white, because we know they weren't white. All right. What we're saying is that you got your Egyptology or your Kemet, you got that shit from the so-called white man. Just the same as the white man was holding our Bible for us while we was in slavery, holding it and clenching it like it was his. He was holding your beloved Kemet and your beloved text or whatever you call it. He was holding that shit as if it was his, saying that they were white. But no, let's see what Polite and SETI has to say about this shit. Hold on. I want to see SETI first.
What is the definition of the peckerwood? Most people don't want to come out and say that they faggots by race. that is high in their race had always been there. So everything that come from his mind got that imprint on it. Even that goddamn Bible that he called himself writing to give to you. Anything that the white man gave you, you should automatically give it back to him. Because he only gave it to you to facilitate control over your mind.
Exactly. So that's so Seti say anything the white man give you, you should automatically give it back. So why y'all not trying to give the damn Egyptian shit back, man? Cause ain't none of y'all reading no damn Egyptian hieroglyphics. Y'all going and reading the white man books, getting what the white man told y'all, and riding with it. You going and getting the white man books that say the Bible ain't real. Hey, look at the contradictions in the Bible. But then at the same time, you're going to get the white man's what they call it, the carbon dating. They say that Egypt was so great and it was so old. Oh, we got the laws of Ma'at. Oh, what from where? The so-called white man translated it. All right. Let's hear what Polite got to say. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Why do we have to reduce ourselves to this level? To the point that if this white man said that that was his book, why do we have to work so hard to prove to him that it's not? You see, this is still post-traumatic slavery disorder.
Nah, exactly. So if the white man said that this was his book, why do we got to work so hard to tell the white man that it's not his book? Hey, well, guess what? The white man said that Egyptology, Egypt was his. That's why he formed a study. I would like to call it a religion called Egyptology. Okay? And we're gonna go into that. We're gonna go into that. So going to this modern Egyptology. This is Wikipedia. It says Egyptology's modern history begins with the invasion of Egypt by Napoleon Bonaparte. The subsequent publications of Description de l'Egypte between 1809 and 1829 made numerous ancient Egyptian source materials available to Europeans and niggas that call it themselves Kemet for the first time, because that's what y'all reading. It says Jean Franco's Champollion. That was one of the guys. Thomas Young and Ippolito Rossellini were some of the first Egyptologists of wide acclaim. Now, Egyptology, anytime you add ology on the end of a word, it means the study of. So these were the first people to study Egypt in the modern age. Okay, this is where these guys get these Egyptology, as we call them, or these comedian guys, Kemet guys, are getting their information about how great Egypt was, as they say, or how old Egypt was. They're not getting it from nowhere else but the so-called white man. All right, so let's look at this guy. What's his name? Jean Franco's Champollion. Let's see if he's black. Nope. There you go, right there. A white man. Says the father of Egyptology. That's what they call him. The father of Egyptology. It says anyone who has studied ancient Egypt will be familiar with Jean Franco's Champollion. It says he was, after all, credited with deciphering hieroglyphics from the Rosetta Stone. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Rosetta Stone was a stone that they found in Egypt. The so-called white man found it. All right, and it had the Egyptian hieroglyphics on it, and then beside it, it had the Greek. It had the same writing in Greek. So then that's how they understood how to speak and what the characters meant in the Egyptian hieroglyphics. It says, and thus giving scholars the key to understanding hieroglyphics. For this effort alone, he is frequently referred to as the father of Egyptology, for he provided the foundation that the scholars would need in order to truly understand the ancient Egyptians. You see that? He provided the foundation that the scholars needed in order to truly understand the ancient Egyptians. So all your understanding on the ancient Egyptians, it come from these scholars, which were white, which was saying that Egypt was a white man's culture, a white man's civilization. It says even though he suffered, well, that don't matter. Alright, so that's that guy. Who was another one? Carl Richard Lepsius, a founder of modern Egyptology. Alright, so let's go back to this. It says the German Carl Richard Lepsius was an early participant in the investigation of Egypt, mapping excavations and recording several sites. Champollion announced his general decipherment of the system of Egyptian hieroglyphics for the first time, employing the Rosetta Stone as his primary aid. The stone's decipherment was a very important development of Egyptology. With subsequently ever-increasing knowledge of Egyptian writing and language, the study of ancient Egyptian civilization was able to proceed with greater academic rigor and with all the added impetus that comprehension of the written sources was able to engender. Egyptology became more professional via work of William Matthew Flinders Petrie, among others. Petrie introduced techniques of field preservation, recording, the excavating. Howard Carter's expedition brought much acclaim to the field of Egyptology. Many highly educated amateurs now also traveled to Egypt. However, including, well, that's like what Seti was saying. You got to go to Egypt, nigga. You got to go to Egypt. All right. It says including women such as Harriet Martineau and Florence Nightingale, who both left fascinating philosophical accounts of their travels, which reveal learned familiarities with all the latest European Egyptology. All right. You got something to say? Y'all got something to say on that, man? Y'all got anything to say? Yeah, so that's where this Egyptology come from, man. All right, you had another guy named Manitos. I think that's how you say his name. And a lot of them Kemet niggas might read from him, because the thing with him was that he was a Greek. He was an Egyptian, right? This was after Alexander the Great took over Egypt. And might I add, when Alexander the Great took over Egypt, the Egyptians loved him so much that they said that he was the son of the sun, and he was a god. And they put him up as a god, and they worshipped him, and they made him the pharaoh. All right? And then after the Greeks, they lived there and they started, mating with the women and all that stuff like that. They had a guy named Menuthos. And Menuthos is where a lot of people get the information from. Now, Menuthos, he was a Greek by blood, but his native land, he was born in Egypt. So he considered himself to be an Egyptian. And he wanted to glory Egypt over Greek. So he manipulated a lot of the genealogies and the kings, what they call it, the king's list, and made Egypt's history longer than what it should have been. All right, but he was a so-called white man. All right, so give me I forgot one more thing. This right here. Yeah, I forgot this right here. Going back to how America is ancient Egypt. So I'm gonna read this. It says this means, well, here, yeah, I can read it.
This means that the founding fathers of the United States shrouded their new state in the swaddling clothes of ancient Kemet, or Egypt. In addition, the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution freed the slaves. This indicates that the amendment gave the slaves a new life as freed men. Moreover, when the United States achieved its independence, there were only 13 colonies. This denotes that there was a rebirth in this former colony of Britain. Furthermore, the most powerful symbol in the armory of the United States, namely the official seal of government, contains 13 layers.
Talking about that pyramid. Had the 13 layers. Go ahead.
The most powerful economic symbol of the United States, namely the $1 bill, bears a picture of an ancient Kemetic Egyptian pyramid with 13 layers. There is also the eye of the ancient Kemetic Egyptian god Heru as the all-seeing eye for protection on the U.S. $1 bill. This ancient Kemetic Egyptian Masonic symbol is now the official trademark symbol of one of America's major television conglomerates.
All right, hold up. This is the book Satan the Angels Exposed, page 55. Read the highlighted part. Because he said the $1 bill was the Heru. That was the eye, the all-seeing eye. Now read that.
Worship of the sun began in Egypt. On Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978,
You of your father the devil.
The United States paid homage to the sun. It was called Sunday. President Carter flew to Colorado to deliver a speech to the Solar Energy Research Institute. There were sunrise services and solar displays by both industry and the U.S. Army. About 12,000 people attended the speech making at the Washington Monument. The entire United States population had its attention focused on the sun.
On the sun, that's it? Mm-hmm. Read that first sentence again.
On Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978, the United States paid homage to the sun.
Right. The United States paid homage to the sun. So, what do you think it said on Sunday, right? That thing was held on Sunday, right?
Yep. It was called Sunday. President Carter flew.
Right. So, why do you think that these people go to church on Sunday? Because they worship the sun. Now,
it was on Wednesday. My fault.
It was on Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
That's all right. Why do you think these people worship the sun? I mean, why do you think they say it's Sunday and they had a religious ceremonies on Sunday? Because they worship the sun god Ra. Even in the church, that's not Yahawah. That's not the real God of the Hebrews that they worshiping. Nah, they worshiping the sun. That's easily known because America is going after Egypt. They're patterned after Egypt. Okay, as this man stated. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and read that.
St. John chapter 8, 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Right, you of your father the devil, the so-called white man. That's your father. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, keep reading that.
All right, the ancient Kemetic Egyptian Masonic symbol is now the official trademark symbol of one of America's major television conglomerates, namely the Columbia Broadcasting System, also known as CBS. In terms of symbols, the colors red, white, and blue of the U.S. flag that symbolize the American way of life and global power are derived from the original ancient Kemetic Egyptian red crown of the south, white crown of the north, and the blue crown of war that symbolized the Masonic system of governance.
Right. So, we're gonna put the picture of in production, but the red, white, and blue that America boasts as their national colors, and most European countries have as their flag colors. Red, white, and blue come from Egypt. It was the crowns of the helmets, and when it was the crowns with those different colors. All right. When the red and the white came together, they called it the United State. They called it the United Egypt. Okay, United Egypt or the United Egypt State. However you say it, however you want to say it. The blue was what they used when they went out to war, representing the military. So this is what America's founded on. All right? You can't tell me about the white man this and the white man, because America was founded off of Egypt, man. The white man said Egypt is his. So don't tell us why we gotta go down and why we gotta, if the white man give you something, give it back, because the white man gave y'all this Egypt shit. All right? Yeah, that was it on that. Mm-hmm. That was the end of it. Okay.
Yeah, Masonic system of governance, way of life and being. Yep.
Okay. So give me Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right. Wait. It said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Why is it saying Egypt right here? Is this Egypt talking about the ancient Egypt? No, it's talking about America. We just compared it to you and showed you how America was actually the which, if you want to say, the new Egypt, or the modern day Egypt. He said he would bring you into Egypt again with ships. What ships? The slave ships. I get Exodus 20:2.
This is Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Right, so Egypt was synonymous with bondage. All right, so when the Lord said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way of where I spake. You still got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
That's why you niggas, you still here. You still here talking about what you gonna do and how you gonna take down the white man. I ain't see nobody on the news take down the so-called white man. Now go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
Right, all this shit from America ain't new. They got this shit from Egypt. We just showed you how they got the flag from Egypt. We showed you how they got the little women being the rulers. We showed you how they got that shit from Egypt. We showed you how they used the pyramids in Egypt for their great seal. All right? We showed, that's just 3 examples. We can go on all night. We just going to do it for the sake of time. So the Most High said he was going to bring us into Egypt again. That Egypt is America. All right? Now go back to Revelations 11 and 8.
Revelations 11 and 8 says, and their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. Which is Egypt. I'll play SETI again.
Second world, most people don't want to come out and say it's been there. So everything that come from his mind got that imprint on it. Even that goddamn Bible that he called himself writing to give to you. Anything that the white man gave you, you should automatically give it back to him.
So why y'all ain't give that back, that Egyptology? Why y'all ain't give that Kemet back? The white man brought that to you, gift wrapped to you, and gave it to you. And you niggas eating it up. Alright, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1 through 3. Y'all niggas ain't giving that shit back.
Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, our ancestors already sinned, and then we was sinning in America before we knew we was Israel. And then you niggas, now we telling y'all, this why the Most High gonna destroy y'all, because we telling y'all. Y'all ain't got no excuse now. We done bust on the little conscious scene. Everybody want to debate an Israelite. Y'all think this shit is debating and making money and fun, but the Most High just mark y'all niggas out. Now y'all ain't got no excuse. You can't say, oh, I didn't know about Israel. Oh, I didn't know about Yahawah. Oh, I didn't know.
They should have just left us the fuck alone.
Yeah. Yep. That's why all in the ancient days, all the kingdoms hated us. They was like, we should have left them Israelites alone, man. Them motherfuckers rebellious. And every time we fuck with them, we get fucked up. Y'all should have left us alone, man.
It was designed that way, though, to bring us into this little debate,
the
quote unquote debate scene, man. So this thing could be pushed out there, man. I don't even know that y'all fulfilling the Most High's prophecies, man.
That's
I didn't even know it was gonna come out like that. Because all of a sudden now, let's get these Israelites on the scene. Let's debate them. Hey, y'all giving us publicity to go ahead and push this word out, man.
Yep.
And it's backfiring because y'all getting your ass fucking smashed, man.
What them niggas called? Amin Ra Squad. goddamn SETI, Sarnetta. They all on the damn YouTube. They all on the YouTube on the blog radio talk arguing, calling themselves nigga this and nigga that, and nigga you fake as fucking nigga. And Sarnetta not saying fuck Africa. That nigga said fuck Africa, fuck you niggas. I ain't no fucking African. Ain't none of you niggas eating African food, wearing African clothing, or even keeping none of the African traditions. And we've been saying that shit the whole time.
Okay, let me deal with that. That's the problem. All of y'all niggas running around thinking y'all African. Y'all don't know nothing about no fucking African. I'm not no fucking African.
You was there too.
Say, wait, I'm talking about Egyptian.
You ain't Egyptian though.
No, I'm not Egyptian.
You was there too.
Say, wait, I'm talking about Egyptian.
You ain't Egyptian though.
No, I'm not Egyptian. That's Sarnetta. Yeah, this Sarnetta talking. I want to hear you Negroes know nothing about no African. Y'all can claim Africa all you want. Them niggas look at y'all like a piece of shit. Go look at the video.
Wow.
Go look at the video, man. Why you think you so comfortable when you talk?
Yeah, but you said the rules. The rules was no personal shots, yo. You weren't supposed to let that one go, though, bro.
Look at the video, Africans. All y'all niggas that went to Africa, I bet you found your way back home, didn't you? You didn't get lost. Like the Africans over here, they get lost over here. If you love it over there, don't get lost in Africa.
Hey, Sarnetta, can you hear, yo? Hey, Sarnetta, can you hear, yo?
You ain't gonna get lost in Africa.
Sarnetta, can you hear for a minute, yo?
Yeah,
Can I say something, yo? Can I say something to this brother Unc, yo? And I don't want to cuss your motherfucking ass out because you a little bit over the line with that African shit. Now, hold up for a minute, brother. Now, that's just a goddamn word. Come on, yo.
They'll kill you.
Come on, yo.
And then they'll eat you.
So now the Most High just go ahead. The Most High gonna destroy that shit, man. Y'all should have left us alone, really. Because now y'all done got the Most High on y'all, man. Ready to destroy that shit. Well, y'all been adding sin to sin, man. You didn't add, it said, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel. Y'all taking counsel from the white man and from the Egyptians. It says, but not of me. And that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit. Y'all ain't covered with the spirit of YAHAWASHI. Y'all covered with the spirit of Esau, the so-called white man, who is your enemy, and Egypt, who was your enemies too. That they may add sin to sin. Who was reading? All right, yeah, keep reading.
But they may add sin.
Oh, you. Go ahead.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
What it mean that you ain't answered at his mouth? You ain't asked the prophets. Y'all went to GMS, but y'all ain't really asked because y'all want to learn the way and really figure out if we was Israel. Y'all asked because y'all want to make some money and go have a damn debate. Or y'all want to prove, y'all want to try to say that we was the Egyptians, or that Egypt, or that the Bible was plagiarized. You just wanted some research so that you can go down and try to write something against the Bible, and that shit ain't even work. Go ahead.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
What was the strength of Pharaoh? Well, let's go into the ancient pharaohs, the Egyptians. What was their strength? Philosophies, man. That's what they dealt in. That was their strength. Did you know that America got propaganda from Egypt? Egypt don't never speak about when they lose. Talking about where's the proof? Where's the proof for the Exodus? You think Egypt gonna write that shit down on their walls that they got their ass whooped by this god of the desert, as they call him? Hell no, they would never write about their losses. You'll never read about Egypt losing the war. But they never wrote about it. All right, let's go to modern day. What's the strength of Pharaoh today? Of the so-called white man? His philosophies. It talks about that in what's that book? Habakkuk? About the wine? Alright, that's the modern strength of Pharaoh is the philosophies. And they got y'all niggas all up in it. Y'all niggas talking about some fucking the sun made the stars and shit. You know? Y'all niggas talking about we came from monkeys. I know y'all, if y'all believe the sun made everything, you gotta believe we came from monkeys. You gotta believe in evolution. Y'all just all up in the white man little little philosophies and shit. That's his strength. They say what? Everybody came from Africa, right? That's what the Amen Ra nigga said. Everybody came from Africa. You just look up. He was trying to convince Sarnetta. Sarnetta, if you look it up, you'll find that everybody came from Africa. So even the white man to tell you he African. Yeah, the white man gonna tell you he African because he wants you to think you're a monkey. He wants you to believe in evolutionary theory. So once you say that you African and that everybody came from Africa, I already know that you believe in evolutionary theory, which is a theory with no proof. So they got y'all in the strength of Pharaoh, man. All they little philosophies that they teaching in school. Y'all niggas eating that shit up, talking about it came from Egypt. Keep going, huh? Matter of fact,
I got a little precept right there.
Go ahead, go read the precept.
It's Galatians 4:26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's right.
All right, keep going.
That's it. Now, give me Leviticus 8. Well, never mind. You don't got to get this right here. Leviticus 8:1. Read to verse. Read to right there.
Leviticus 18:1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, shall ye not do.
Right. So the Most High done told us we ain't supposed to be doing that to no Egyptians. That's why the Most High finna destroy America. Where you think that December 25th Christmas shit come from? Y'all right. Y'all are absolutely right. That shit comes from Egypt. They're talking about oh yeah, Jesus Christ came from Egypt. No, the real Lord didn't come from Egypt. The real Lord wasn't born on no damn December 25th. The real Lord didn't come from no what they call that shit? Virgin birth. That's that shit that came from Egypt. So you right. All the shit that America does come from Egypt, but we're not supposed to keep them ways. Y'all niggas keeping them ways. That's why the Most High is destroying y'all. Got y'all arguing amongst each other. You know? Give me well, here. Go ahead, read your precept.
There's Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 7. Then said I unto them, Cast ye away every man the abominations of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Egypt.
That's right.
I am the Lord your God.
That's right. That's right. All right, go to Hosea chapter 8, verse 3.
Israel hath cast off the thing that is good, the enemy shall pursue him.
That's right. What's that thing that was good? It was the scriptures. All right, it's the Bible. Let's go even deeper. It's the scriptures, man, that came from the ancient prophets. Okay? Y'all cast that off and went for this Egypt shit. Hosea chapter 7, verse 3.
They make the king glad with their wickedness, and the princes with their lies.
That's right. They make the king glad with their wickedness. Why? Because the so-called white man know. Y'all niggas is into this Egypt shit. Y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all debating. Y'all ain't fucking taking this white man down. Alright, y'all talking about how we just talk. Y'all niggas is straight talk. I ain't seen none of y'all niggas on the news, man. Taking no white man down. I ain't seen none of y'all take no bombs or nothing. I ain't seen none of y'all do none of that shit. And y'all talking about how y'all gonna take this white man down and this damn crack and this devil and this, that, and the other. We told y'all. The Most High, the Most High told us we can't take this man down. He gonna take him down. So we go out there every week teaching. I ain't never seen none of y'all niggas out there on the corner teaching that Egypt shit to y'all people. But y'all niggas to go up in the assembly and sell tickets to come see some stupid ass damn debate, which everybody gonna come out of that shit confused, like what the fuck is these niggas talking about? How is that shit helping us? How is that shit helping us, man?
A lot of that shit, them people don't even know what y'all be talking about, man.
People don't be knowing what the fuck Polite saying.
Nah.
Polite use all them damn big ass words. I ain't saying there's not something wrong with using big words, but you gotta talk in a language that people can understand. Use a couple big words, nigga. You can't use a big words in a whole damn sentence. People ain't got no damn dictionary to know what the hell you mean. Them people don't know what the hell Polite be saying. Sometimes Polite don't know what the fuck he's saying. Nah, really. I heard this nigga talk one time. I don't even know what the fuck he said, man. And I don't think he really knew what he said. You know? Go to the next one, last scripture. Well, you can read that one, Hadar. Isaiah 30:7. Alright, so the Most High is destroying y'all Egypt niggas, man. That Egypt shit is done, man. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of hypocrites. Y'all ain't really for y'all people. I don't see y'all niggas out on the corners. I don't see y'all out there teaching on the corner talking about Hebrew this and goddamn SETI this, and I don't see y'all doing that shit. I see y'all in rooms. I don't see y'all out there debating the so-called white man. We debate for a fucking living, man. We debate every damn week with crackers. We debate with our own damn people. Not really debating, but we declare this word. I don't see y'all niggas out there doing it, because y'all niggas ain't about that. Y'all ain't no soldiers, man. Go ahead, Art.
Isaiah 30 verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose.
They should do what?
For the Egyptians shall help in vain and to no purpose.
Right. Right. They gonna help in vain and to no purpose. All this shit y'all talking about, Egypt this and Egypt that shit ain't helping our people. How's it helping our people to know about some damn the sun made everything when that shit ain't even true? How does it helping our people to make them believe that they atheists? And furthermore, to say that you're gods, which we know what the word God means and what it means. But furthermore, to say that y'all are gods and it ain't no God up in the heavens. Y'all basically are humanists, which is what America and the so-called white man is moving towards. That's why the evolutionary theory came in to move out the God and to bring in the humanists. Humanism. Let's look that shit up, matter of fact. Hold up, let's spell it. Humanism is a movement of philosophy and ethics that emphasize the value and agency of human beings, individually and collectively. This generally prefers individual thought and evidence. Rationalism, all right? It says over established doctrine of faith. Ain't that what they saying? Y'all niggas just faith. Y'all just believe. Y'all just believe. Y'all dealing with rationalism, which is good to be rational, but y'all taking out the whole element that all the ancients had, which was their God. So y'all moving from the Most High because y'all offended by the so-called white man because he held on to our book. Y'all moving from a God or the Most High to believing in yourselves and calling it Egyptology, which really is cloaked as Egyptology, but it's just humanism, which is a movement by the so-called white man. It says the term humanism can be ambiguously diverse, and there has been a persistent confusion between several related uses of the term because different intellectual movements have identified with it over time. In philosophy and social science, humanism refers to the perspective that affirms some notion of a human nature consistent with anti-humanism. In modern times, many humanist movements have become strongly aligned with secularism, and with the term humanism often used as a byword for non-theistic. You see that?
It's just another form of atheism.
It's another form of atheism. Non-theistic beliefs about ideas such as meaning and purpose. However, mainly early humanists such as I ain't even gonna try to say his name, a strong supporter of Martin Luther and the Reformations were religious. So when you go into this humanism, y'all moving from having a God to having no God, and saying that your God or your black woman is God. You're just moving to humanism, man, and cloaking it in another word. All right, so it says, what was it? Verse 7? For the Egyptians shall help in vain and at no purpose. This shit is not helping our people at all. Y'all just taking our people down the road of destruction, man. Believing that they're gods. When the so-called white man come in with his martial law, I want to see if y'all gods then, or if you gonna call old God. All right, go ahead, Art.
For the Egyptians shall hope in vain and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still.
Right. That's y'all strength. Y'all saying y'all Egyptians, y'all niggas ain't moving. Y'all niggas ain't taking no white man down. Y'all got the power to. We can't by commandment of our God. But y'all got the power to. Y'all can have the free will to do it. I don't see y'all niggas doing shit. I don't see no niggas with no armies. I see all y'all niggas saying that we gonna take down this white man. I see all y'all niggas complaining about what the Hebrews don't do, but I don't see y'all doing it. Keep going.
Now go, write it before them in the table, and note it in the book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever.
Yep.
That this is
a prophecy for the time to come, showing that the scriptures, the Most High already knew that you niggas was gonna be doing that in these days. So he left it in the Bible. He had the white man hold our Bible for us, preserve it, because the white man took everything from us. So the Most High had to give him our Bible to hold it, to trick his ass, so that when we come out of the chains and shackles and chains, we'll have a book, and we can bring it out on this white man, and we can teach our people who they are. But y'all with this Egypt shit, y'all strength is to sit still, man. Go ahead.
That this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord, would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
They want us to tell about how we love Africa and how, the Bible is plagiarized and the so-called, that's the white man book. That's what y'all want us to say. Smooth things to y'all, things that y'all want to hear. Keep going.
Get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Ain't that's what they say, the God deception, the God killer. Oh, we got to get this God from our people. You got to start believing in this God of the Bible. You got to start believing in this Yahawah. They want us to just vanish and disappear. And they want our God to vanish and disappear. But that was all written, that they would want that shit. Keep going.
Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon.
Because the very meaning of Egypt is bondage. Egyptos meaning bondage. Mm-hmm. When the Greeks seen that shit, seen Egypt, they came into Egypt, they seen all the damn bondage, and they called it Egyptos. Bondage. Because you trust in the word of Egypt, or the word of bondage. Go ahead.
Trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shard to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit.
Right, that's it. So right there. So it said, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant. What is that talking about? The Most High gonna destroy y'all niggas with these martial law troops that this so-called white man is finna bring in. Because y'all trust in the word of oppression in Egypt. Because y'all trust in that shit, the Most High is gonna destroy you niggas with these martial law troops, okay, with this so-called white man. But he gonna save us, Yahshua Israel, that had the faith in him and that believed in his word. Matter of fact, you can read verse 15.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
For thus saith the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, in returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye would not. But
that's it. In quietness we shall be saved. Now, I want to get one more scripture, man. Hold on. Give me Ezekiel chapter 20 and 32. And read 32 and 33.
They're like them Israelites who wanted to go back to Egypt after Moses took them out.
Yep.
They always want to keep going back.
That was probably them niggas. That probably was Seti. Seti and Polite. I got it right here if you want to read off the screen.
32?
32 and 33.
It says, and that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone.
Yep. That's how you niggas want to be. You want to be as the heathen. Worship all these different gods. Y'all say, oh, well, nah, it's just that they, how would they say that shit? They wasn't gods. They was just different things that we knew, and we turned them into gods. But we didn't worship them. They're anthropomorphized. I think that's how they said. We just anthropomorphized the heavenly bodies. Nah, nigga, they was worshiping that shit. Y'all niggas worshiping yourselves now. Alright? Y'all worshiping yourselves now. So, because y'all gonna do these things, and y'all want to be these other people, the Most High is gonna do what? Go ahead.
As I live, saith the Lord God, surely with a mighty hand, and with a stretched out arm, and with fury poured out, will I rule over you.
That's it. So, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is the Most High going to destroy America. 2/3 of you niggas, including you niggas, you Kemet niggas that's still into that shit, to that Egypt shit, you Egyptology niggas. The Most High going to destroy you niggas too. Now you want to mess with the Hebrews and got the Hebrews all involved. Now you with no excuse. You can't say that you didn't know that you was a Hebrew. You didn't know that you was supposed to worship the Most High God, YAHAWASHI. So now you just been prepared for destruction. So if you don't come out of that shit, death and destruction to you, man. Alright? So if y'all got anything to say on that? About anything?
That was it, man.
Alright, so with that,
no, they just said they really should have left us alone, man. I really should have left us alone. You should have just continued to, do your little Egypt shit, debate each other, and, they kept knocking at the door though, man. Saying a little slick shit, and we're gonna crush the Israelites. It started with Polite though. You can really thank him. Going out there and, I'm about to crush every Israelite he came across, trying to, so-called confound them with his questions and stuff like that. All he did was just bust this thing wide open now, man. And any of y'all that's listening to this or listening to those debates, now y'all know what the deal is too. Like the brother said, y'all don't have an excuse to say y'all didn't know about this. But them Israelites, they just stay by themselves. They don't want to build, this and this and that, And I was out in the open. We know some of y'all don't give a damn what we say, even though we come out with the the facts and prove what we saying. Y'all still don't adhere to this thing, and that's cool. That's fine, because the scriptures speak about that too. So, this is just another avenue just to get this word out. That's all it is. You can't crush this thing, man. That's why I will agree with the ISUPK cat, because he said, if this wasn't me, y'all probably could confound us, but y'all can't. Y'all can't stop this thing, because we're not coming out there of our own, man. We do believe in a God, and this is the proof of it, man. I swear it's so easy to crush us, and these Israelites, they weak and this and that, but y'all getting y'all ass.
Y'all got y'all ass handed. We don't even agree with the group that handed it to y'all, man, but y'all got y'all ass murdered, man. Now these niggas mad.
Yep.
Niggas is mad now, man. Y'all got y'all niggas, the niggas Sarnetta turning on y'all niggas, man. But that's funny, man. That's all praise YAHAWASHI, man. That's the power of YAHAWASHI, man, to destroy y'all niggas, man. To destroy y'all niggas, man. Y'all can't handle the Hebrews, man. Cause this ain't, like the brother said, this ain't of us, man. How you gonna beat the Most High? You can't beat the Most High. Right. Even though you're looking at a man, that man is of the Most High. You can't beat him, man. You can't beat these words, man. All right, so with that, you know, I'm CHAARAWTAZA. Got the brother Hamayam here, the brother Hadar Mott. You know, we say all praise to YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders, Great Millstone. That's our elders. Peace and blessings to the brothers out there teaching the truth and sincerity. And YAHAWASHI, Barak Atham.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.